always positive.
Corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
Here on Rich, really gettable for the players.
Most players will go for this green into Luke. Knock it on, can easily make birdie, maybe an eagle. Get a little careless, missing to the left or the right from the green. Pars and bogeys are had as well.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
No longer tied for the lead at the end of that hole. She's now our sole leader. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Judging it beautifully.
Big putt for par coming up. Here we are at the 4th hole.
Par 4, 448 yards. Sweeping dogleg left to right. Big tree in the middle. Missed that. And you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th. This effort from Tony Finau just a short time ago.
This is his 3rd.
Okay, time to return to the action. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
She's paced it, she's read it, it's 11 feet.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
She's looking at 135 from the flagstick.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one looks like it's heading left here, Rich. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. How close was that to going down? 14 feet to the cup.
This for par.
This is on a great line.
Let's take a look back at this just moments ago.
Simply amazing what he does from here.
Well, there's a scorecard saver, Rich. That's perfection. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, and make your birdie.
Oh, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. Going with the 8-iron here.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. Putting for a par now.
That starts off on a good line.
Solid par putt, that. Leading by a shot after that hole. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Going with the 5-wood. This one could take a little bounce to the left. That's just inside the range. And now we go to the 10th. You know, with a fantastic shot. Let's get back to it, shall we? And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. That was a gallant attempt. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. And there it is. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Time for the second shot at the 8th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Nice stroke. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, she'll move to 4 under par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. This hole is a long par 4.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Yeah, that one will play from around 220 yards. Currently in the lead by a shot. Opting for the 5-wood. That's a good-looking shot there. And he's down there. You got to read.
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole. That gets the job done. And there's highlights of plenty out there on the golf course. Let's take a look at this incredible shot. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
that's a high caliber shot.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Harold Varner III as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
Second shot here on the 10th hole. Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
On a nice line.
Well, you're going to be difficult to catch now if you keep holding putts like that. And with that, she'll move to 5 under par. She's currently sitting in first place. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
Going and going and going.
And he's down there.
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That's inside the house of opportunity. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
Go in. Fair effort. Didn't have to sweat that par putt. After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. That's disappointing.
That will drive you bats.
Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
Playing this shot from 120 yards. Currently leading by 3. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Okay, that'll work. Not afraid to go deep. This putt's for 6 under par. That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. And that will take it to 6 under. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Time to face a par 4.
Par 4, 357 yards. Almost every player in the field will be giving it a whirl. Knock it on, and you could be rewarded with an Eagle 2.
Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. Sitting at 6 under, currently leading. Oh, that was pure. What's in front of them, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here. This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, that's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Still in the lead now after that hole. the finish at TPC. Deer runners full of birdie opportunities and some low scoring to be had, Rich. This 14th hole is certainly part of that lineup.
Par 4, 456 in length from the back tee. Must find the fairway off the tee shot to have any hope of finding the green in 2. Large trees line the right and left-hand side of the fairway.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris? Getting ready to play their third. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
She's staring down 160 yards or so.
Well struck. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Ooh, right by the hole. A par putt awaits.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Nicely holed. And for par.
One ahead with 4 to go. Can they settle their nerves?
This hole is a par 3.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that would take her to 8 under. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
That impressed me and her. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like
the long-range bomb. Is there anything better in the game? And let's have another look at that one.
they got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
currently 10 under for the round. If you want to win at TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
Yeah, that lie was nasty, but what a shot from there.
She knows if she can get this putt to drop, she'll win the event. Looking really good, this one. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for your John Deere Classic winner?
What a spectacular performance all week long by this player. Clutch performance, clutch win by this player.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Ridge Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Genesis Scottish Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Well, it's certainly a great opportunity for this player to bounce back in this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate. Well, what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich?
Green sits slightly above the players. There's bunkers dotting the front left and one just front right. If they do throw it to the left and long, it will come down a pretty good sized slope back onto the center of the green.
Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum, right on 7 feet.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Currently 1 under for the event. And as we head to the second, Rich, the players...
Par 4 here, just under 500 yards. There's a bunker down the left-hand side you must avoid if you want a clear opening for your second shot. Narrow fairway up there. A good tee shot's a must. Lovely, lovely roll.
From around 180 yards out. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And she's our leader. As we head to the third hole, Rich, one of the very good scoring opportunities here at the Renaissance Club.
Yes, Luke, just about 600 yards or so. Players must hit it out to the left-hand side with their tee shots. Anything right is going to go in a huge cluster of trees where they're going to have all kinds of problems.
Rich, I know you've got terrific history in Europe. You've spent plenty of time over here. You've been revered by the European Tour. You broadcast to a European audience. How special is it for you to be here at the Scottish Open this week?
I absolutely love being back at the Scottish Open, Luke. Not only because of the venue, because of the fans in the game. They're so knowledgeable. You hit a shot to 30 feet and you hear all sorts of people hooting and hollering because they know how good of a shot that was. I mean, it had a bad angle coming out of a rough lie, whatever it is. I just love it coming back here because it seems like they have a interest, a knowledge, and a passion for the game, unlike almost any fans around the world. I think that being in Scotland, playing over here, and having to use your imagination, hitting all the shots that are required to play well over in Scotland is imperative. And I think this is why Americans love to come over here, because it's a completely different kind of golf than what they're used to back in the U.S.
And here we are with the third shot. that's great. It just missed the hole. And a good look at birdie here. Oh, what a stroke. Well done. Take the birdie.
Luke, I don't know if you know this or not, but nothing rolls like a ball.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And as we take a look at the fourth hole, the shortish par 4, Rich.
Yes, just around the 415-yard mark, players who take out driver and drive it up into the narrow section of the fairway will get a really good look with their second shots.
Yeah, it was wonderfully done. Well, this is a little bit of a birdie blitz going on from the player. Can they make another?
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form. This one is chewing fiber.
Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the fourth.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Let's return to live play now. Just a 4-footer remaining.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
This looks good. Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
Leading by a couple after that hole. The fifth hole, Rich, a really good risk-reward short 4.
Most players, Luke, should go for this short par 4, but watch out for the green because this green has got all kinds of danger on it. Twists, turns, bobs, weaves, ducks, it's got it all.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take her to 5 under. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. And the first of our short holes here at the Renaissance Club, Rich, is the par 3 6th.
Ooh, this is a nasty little par 3 dotted by some pot bunkers on the front part of it. A big one over there on the right-hand side. Club selection is imperative.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, she'll move to 6 under par. And it's time to recap that play. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. And the 7th on the card, Rich, our second of the opening 9 par 5s.
Yeah, look, a fairly generous driving area. There's just a couple of bunkers you have to worry about. However, you find the fairway. Now your chances of making birdie or better increase significantly.
She's played that one nicely. Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era, and just how dominant he was?
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go, because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders. Because even when he wasn't, his game was still good enough to beat most everybody in those fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself against the best. However, if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up, because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger, no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on, and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at, their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is. But Tiger really made you take a long, hard look at your game and figure out where it's at, because you knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
Get in. Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Rich, as we face the 8th hole, what kind of decisions do the players face off the tee?
Well, most players aren't able to carry those fairway bunkers basically right in the middle of the fairway, so they have to lay up with a 3-wood or less, find the fairway that cambers pretty significantly from left to right. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Coming off a streak of 3 bogeys. And back to the course with the live action. And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt. Oh, that's frustrating. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is what they have left for a par.
That will work. And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in 2nd place. The 9th is a strong par 3 reach, one of the longer ones.
It is. There's some bunkers on the right-hand side that you absolutely must avoid. If you miss it on the left-hand side, however, you've got to pitch uphill to a green that will slope away from you. A par here is a really good score.
Well played. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Here she goes again, making putt after putt. The lead just keeps extending. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game, and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It's it just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you know, you got guys that are young and more in these tight-fitting clothes going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And you know, everybody else was just kind of sitting there and all going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen,
Is that right? I think so. Unable to find the green on this one.
What's a strange miss there, Luke? They've been hitting the greens all day long.
Time now for the fourth shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. The 12th, Rich, par 3, just over 200 yards on the card.
You back uphill just a little bit. What really makes this hole difficult, Luke, though, is when the wind is coming directly in the player's face. When that happens, ooh, watch out. This hole is a doozy.
This putt for par here. And down she goes. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Another beautiful hole, Ridge. This one right along the coast, the 13th.
Oh, this is breathtaking off the tee, isn't it? But don't let the views suck you in. Even though it's a wide fairway, you got to hit it down the right-hand side as this fairway pitches significantly from right to left. Find the fairway and happy days.
Well, that's a handy shot. Playing from around 110 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron. That was a beauty. An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, well played. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. Let's begin the 14th. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, not much to sweat there. And that puts her in first place. Next up is this 2-shot hole. Quality shot, that one. Time for the second shot at the 15th. Opting for the 5-iron. That might be one club too many. Yeah, that was a safe play. trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, what a great stroke. Steady on. And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
This one will run uphill.
And with that putt hold now double digits under par, -10 as we head to the final few holes.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Second shot here on the 16th. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Oh, I like the look of this. Oh, super putt that. What an eagle. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
This is Lexi Thompson. Oh, yes! What a shot.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Going with the 5-iron here. That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. Ah, that's disappointing.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. This one's looking good. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. And as we make our way to the finishing hole here, Rich, how is this 18th at the Renaissance Club?
This is an absolute brute, Luke. Just under 500 yards, and you must find the fairway. You cannot geek it down this hole off the tee. There is danger both left and right.
Nicely done.
What's she facing with this shot, Henny?
Yeah, she's got a solid 175 here.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Should find the green. Oh, that was so close to going in. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last. A chance for her to win the event here. And this historic tournament has yet another champion. Congratulations to our Genesis Scottish Open winner.
And what a victory it was around this Renaissance Club. here in Scotland. An impressive victory by this player.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that calibre and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beem, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Royal Championship is about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm happy to be out here covering our feature group's play this week. We're in for a very entertaining time as there seems to be a rivalry starting between these two players.
Well, the closer he gets to the hole, the more determined he gets. Look out to this rival because Justin Thomas is coming for you. Can't wait to keep an eye on how it plays out. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
This one, well, she's looking at about 105 yards.
Well, this one's right at the pin. Ooh, just skinned the hole, that one. That was a great shot at the right time.
Gotta say, I can't see them not making birdie here, Luke.
Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Well, now let's see if we can get some more insight on this week's venue. John, what have you been seeing here at Lachlan Crossing that players may want to keep their mind on this week?
Well, Luke, one thing I've been seeing is a lot of excitement in the crowd. People love when the PGA Tour comes to Scotland. And if you open your eyes, you can see why. This is a classic Scottish links layout. Giant fairways and greens. And some of these greens are shared greens, so a couple holes using the same green, which is kind of a hallmark of some of these old Scottish courses. These links fairways are rugged, to say the least. Hard to tell where some of these shots will end up after they come off the club face because of the undulation. in the fairways. One other thing to be aware of is the pot bunkers. There are some really small ones out there as well, and they can be very sneaky. You never know where they might pop up. Luke, I love being in Scotland, love breathing in that crisp Atlantic air. Can't wait to see what happens on the course this week.
Good shot there, Beamer. Playing from around 160 yards. Going with the 7.
That dog will hunt.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
This one's looking good.
And with it, she's going to extend the lead on the field.
Yep, she's got her game face on right out of the gates.
And now at 3 under overall. Teeing off here at the 4th. That's nicely done. Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
Going with a 3-wood here.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
She's found the green on this approach. This putt from around 18 feet. Oh, just missed. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
And here we are with their 4th. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 5th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Well played. A few shots under par at the moment. Currently in the lead. Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Putting for par. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Still in the lead now after that hole. Here we are at Lachlan Cross in the 6th hole. It's one of those par 5s. It just feels like it's a